Yo, family, what's good, man? So, I want to go over this trade that just happened during Asia session. So today is July 20th. Same day, same trade that we just worked out this morning when we had our short coming out of New York AM session. We had this short coming out of, right? But I want to show y'all that first and foremost, this is a paper trading account. This is not my funded account at all. This has nothing to do with the funded. This is just a practice account that I like to work on things with, right? So I've been basically back testing London, not London, Asia session, and working with our macros, right? As we know, what we got for our New York session, we got a 950 to 1010, right? So with Asia, we know that with the knowledge that we've been learning, our macro windows is basically 10 minutes before and after every hour. So, you got 750. So basically 750 to 810. Then you got 850 to 910, 950 to 1010, right? So during this Asia session, I've been trying to study and back test and see which macro window is the most powerful based upon, coming into the opening session of Asia and from the market opening, right? From its close at 5, opening back up at 6. So what I've been seeing in constantly over and over is a repeating pattern with our 750 to 810 macro window being powerful when it comes to the opening range or the opening push of Asia to let us get our directional push, right? So today what I was able to see, tracking through price action, right? So at first, this is when I entered that, right? Thinking that we're just going to get our push up. I blindly just wanted to get our push up because after coming to our push, after I coming from our sell that we had coming out of New York session that we actually took entry in with our live session, we had our premium gap, opening gap complete, and then we were able to come down and take equal lows that were left from Asia and London session, right? Monday's London session and Asia session on Sunday, right? So we're able to take those equal lows. So now we got equal lows taken, sell side liquidity be taken in the market. So now I'm looking for any type of clues of bullishness to go up because my overall agenda is to see price go back up towards these equal highs when you go to the 4 hour time frame, right? These 4 hour time frame, I want to see price get to these equal highs, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, these equal highs, right? So overall, with that being understood, I blindly threw the trading, but waiting until that 750, 810 window, I saw that price came down and respected a order block, a bullish order block, and a bullish fair value gap that was created, right? So we had a push up. This is our order block here. I marked our levels out. Price pushed up, created a fair value gap. Price gave down, pushed under it, retraced to the order block, respected the levels, pushed right back up, and now we see price respect this level, and now we see price pushing up, right? So my first target would have been these equal highs here. Equals highs here, right? At 29, 900, or really 893 or 895, right? That's all on the 15 minute. As we go to the 5 minute, we tracking it, and I'm looking at it, I'm watching it basically build itself up. And as you can see, we coming down, markets open up. So now we get to our 750, right? 750. We're on a 3 minute time frame, so we're not gonna get to 50 even. We're gonna get to 51 to our 810, right? So we get our basically our 809. And as you can see, this initial push up broke this structure here. Came and retraced down, respected the order block scenario that we had there with the fair value gap being above it, respected it, pushed it all the way back up, closed above the fair value gap, and we're targeting that macro high, which subsequently is also that 895 area that we just highlighted, as you can see right here. This line that we had highlighted, 895. So that's first target here. You see a little accumulation. Now we're pushing up to overall get to New York PM high, right? So that's a great way that this trade was able to work out. And then also if you look at it from session liquidity to session liquidity, New York PM session range, sell side liquidity got taken, right? Two lows got recreated, double low got created, and now we're pushing up to now just take the buy side liquidity, which is going to be perfect. And as you can see, we're pushing up live in the demonstration. So if understood, this is a great demonstration of how all our concepts come together when it comes to understanding session liquidity, understanding high lows when it comes to high, pushing lower, coming up and respecting it. So now we have a double bottom to push up. So now target one high here, and then the third high here, 3 targets looking, and then also any type of buy side that was here, right? And knowing potentially that this may be able as a draw liquidity too, because it was used to push price down. So now on the opposite side, push is going to be a magnet for price to come back to. So definitely expect to see 29,000 and then 29,200. As you can see, I have it marked out here. And like I said, my overall bias is to go bullish, right? But again, to understanding of this this demo trade of this Asia session, our 750 to 810 macro window was very important, because if you're able to go to the higher time frame on the 15, you're able to see what we had. We had a push down with the bullish order block, push up, price continued to push up, created a fair value gap, what drove back down to the bullish order block. Once the bullish order block was respected and we show a close above it here, we then would have scaled down to our 3-minute and our 1-minute time frame. Look and see what we got going on. Price push up. As soon as we have price push up and close above, we have this candle here. Price push down, close above. We will enter on this candle here to wick our consequent encroachment, and then we will now be targeting here, which in this area of 29, basically 28,800, which is an IL level. We'll target the next IL level, which would be 820, which would be 20 points, 850, which would be 50 points, 880, which would be 80 points, and then 900, which would be a total of 100 points. And then from that 100-point push up, as you can see, we're pushing up and targeting the overall liquidity of New York PM session high. And that'll be giving us, so at 29, that'll be what I said, at 29,000. So again, I said entry here at 28,800. So again, at 820, at 900, that's 100 points. And then now targeting all the way to 29,000, that's 200 points. So 200-point move from 830, well, 750 to 810, well, around 830 for proper entry. 200-point move to target to now potentially get there by 11 p.m. before midnight open. That's not bad of a day to start, going into the New York session, or, not even necessarily needing to trade New York session. But long story short, not to make this too drawn out, I just wanted to be able to document this and walk you guys through the ideology of how we're going to basically be getting engaged with the market and how we can actually identify these moves real precisely and real technically. But this was a great setup. Also with this morning setup that came through with the push up with the opening of the New York session, push up, come down. So this bullish fair value gap turned into an inverse fair value gap, where it went bullish, turned around and went bearish, was used to go lower, push lower, pushed up and pushed towards the 50% of that range, came back over and finished the day with taking down the easy low resistance target of the sell side of Asia and London, well, London and Asia. And then now using that same area to now push up and take what was now done the previous day, and now we're targeting to go on that bull run to go up. So nice little example, nice little trade. Throwing this video in the chat just for documentation and record proof, and for for anybody that needs to study setups and stuff like that. But we'll check back in to try to make like a part 2 of this video, hopefully, and we'll see our trade I did start to push up. But we definitely can see the liquidity built to the top side, and we should probably see that, right?